How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I wanted to bring you this update because there is some fear in the market. We fell below about 40,000 just a few minutes ago. A lot of altcoins are down significantly. I wanted to bring you something that I've listened to from Warren Buffett that I think is actually really good. Now, he was talking about stocks, and of course, we're talking about cryptos here today, but I think there's something to be said for what he said back when we had the stock market crash in 2020. We're also going to look at why specifically cryptos are falling right now, because it is something that should be short term. I'll also tell you what I'm doing. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, subscribe button, I appreciate that. I'm sorry if there's some noise in the background. My dog doesn't want me to work this late, apparently. Also, there's a link underneath the video to FTX. In case you want to sign up, they will have you start trading with basically zero fees in crypto, which is huge when you think about the long-term potential of crypto. Plus, when you trade $10 or more, you do get a chance at winning a free crypto every single time that you trade. And using the link underneath the video, it really does help out the channel. You can also start trading NFTs on there for $0 in gas fees. So it's really a good platform to use. And I know that I'm using it a lot more this year than I ever have before. So definitely check it out underneath the video. Now, why are we so volatile right now? Well, we have $590 million in options expiring tomorrow. So Friday, obviously the big option expiry day. This is kind of a battle between bears and bulls, obviously. If we stay between 40 and 41,000, the net result is 132 million favoring the bear options. Obviously, if we're up higher, that helps the bulls. Now, that is why I think we're having such volatile swings. I mean, just before we were really pushing up against a trend line, we were around 43,000. Then we fell off the side of a cliff, it looks like. Now, it doesn't seem like we are getting a lot of leverage being shaken out of the market just because of the fact that I think we would have more vicious moves even than what we've seen. It seems kind of like a steady downtrend. We're back above or right at $40,000 now, but I'm really looking to make sure that we hold this support around 39,700 or so. Now, I want to cover this video from Warren Buffett. This is back in May 2020, and I won't play it here for you, but just a couple seconds. But I want to give the little backstory just because he talks a little bit slowly. But he basically talks about how you can imagine that you're on a farm. You buy a farm, you buy, let's say, 160 acres, and the guy right next to you buys the same thing. 160 acres. You're buying it because you want to produce this yield. You know how much it will cash flow year after year, and that's what you're betting on. Now, the guy next to you that bought the same plot of land is a little bit kooky. He decides that he's going to say every single day what he will buy your land for, and then what he can buy his land for every single day. So if you bought it for $500,000 one day, then the next day he's saying, I'll pay you $490 for it, $480, $470, $400. And then all of a sudden it's back at $550. And you're sitting there thinking, obviously, this guy's just a little bit crazy. You don't get really worried when it falls down to $300,000 that he'll pay you for it, because who cares, right? That is just a crazy guy, and you don't have to do anything that he wants you to do. You have the choice. You don't have to give in to sell when you don't want to. You don't have to give in to buy when you don't want to. You control that. Now, that doesn't happen in the real world. We don't have the constant options to sell and buy farmland or your house or stuff like that, but we have that in stocks. And even more than that, we have it in crypto. Every single minute, right? You're watching this right now, and the market's probably not open. For the majority of people that are watching this, you'll watch it before the stock market's open on Friday morning, but you can still sell crypto. So crypto is even more liquid or even more available for you to trade than stocks. And a lot of people take that as a disadvantage. I'll just play what he says here for a couple seconds.
But you don't have to. And you don't want to put yourself in a position to where you have to. So stocks have this enormous inherent advantage of people yelling out prices all the time to you. And many people turn that into a disadvantage.
So a lot of people take this as a disadvantage. They are listening to what everyone else is doing when there's a lot happening in the background. Like we just covered the options expiration. A lot of people are worried about what's happening with Bitcoin's price, and they're not looking at the fact that some people are selling it to you at a stupid price, right? If you look at the long-term opportunity, that's what we talk about here all the time. People will get caught up in the short term, which is why we get stupid valuation sometimes. I mean, that's why buying the dip usually does well over time. Now, I personally did buy the dip today. I bought a little bit here tonight, bought some Bitcoin, also bought some VGX. I bought some cryptocurrencies yesterday too when we fell a little bit. I think that what Warren says here is just really good. And you can check out the longer video. Obviously, just look up Warren Buffett farmer and I'm sure it'll come up. But I think that he has a great point that a lot of people are taking this and saying that this is a horrible thing, that we're getting these terrible prices. But if you're still someone that is accumulating crypto or trying to gain wealth, this is the best thing for you. Nothing has fundamentally changed between today and a month ago. Only good stuff. I mean, we've covered on the channel from Google to Facebook to Amazon to Walmart. There's good news all over the place, but the price isn't necessarily tracking it. Of course, there are things that could come up in the future that could be negative catalysts, which is why I always talk about having some money on the sidelines. I don't like putting all the money in just because then I do get in that place of fear, which is not where I want you guys to be. I want you to be in a position of strength and to feel good when we have dips like this, or maybe not good, but at least okay. Like it's not causing you stress. But let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribe, and checking out FTX, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.